allocation divided by 800,000 machine hours straight, that's it. Only one denominator, but here is a non-volume related allocation basis as well. For example, number of orders, number of customers, number of number of design changes, right? So we have more than one basis. Third one, the traditional costing disregards selling and administrative expense because they are consumed by the period expense. So traditional costing do not allocate the period cost or non-manufacturing cost into the product cost, but ABC costing directly traces the shipping cost to a product, includes non-manufacturing overhead cost caused by the product in activity cost pools, right? So they are not only using some non-manufacturing overhead to the manufacturing overhead, right, to make it more useful, to make it more logical, because those are consumed by those articles, that's it, right? So now, if ABC is so perfect, then why the companies are not using that one? So that is a bitter reality, because for external purposes, due to its judgment involved in first stage allocation, you know, those 50%, 20%, those percentages, a lot of judgment involved. And whenever there is a judgment involved, there is a chance of manipulation. For me, customer contribute 10% to this activity, but for you, maybe or 50% contribute to this activity. So there is a difference of opinion here in first stage allocation. So if first stage allocation is wrongly, calculated, then activity rates are wrongly calculated, then customer or product cost are overhead cost are wrongly calculated, and then customer and product margin are wrongly calculated. So garbage in, garbage out. So whenever there is a chance of judgment, personal judgment involved, no objectivity there, and subjective nature is involved, the accounting laws, they say that do not apply this standard, right? Plus, it is difficult to make changes to the company accounting system. You are using traditional costing method, and all of a sudden you are applying ABC. It needs extensive training, ABC consultant you hire, and those gather information regarding 5 activities. Everybody is confused, Plus, external reports are less detailed, and plus, this costing is for internal purposes. You are not required to publish it outside. That you do not claim to the outside world, to the customer, to the investor, that we are using ABC. Right? So there is a less motivation to adopt to this ABC, because ABC, consultants or ABC people needs to hire, more educated one. So small companies, medium-sized companies, they cannot afford those accountants who know this ABC costing, because they need to hire more qualified persons. Plus, it has a judgment involved, subjective nature involved, so law doesn't support that. So that's why the company lose motivation to use the ABC. Plus, like I told you, auditors, they don't sign the documents because of the subjective allocation. According to them, 10% should be on first stage allocation among any activity, but you applied 50%. So there is a conflict, and they will not sign the statement. When the statements are not signed by the auditors, then you cannot submit to the SEC, Security and Exchange Commission, and you cannot publish your income statement or your balance sheet to the outside investors, right? So ABC limitations, substantial resources are required. You need to hire qualified person, and then desire to allocate all costs to a product. You need to be very, very, very keen and observant regarding this one. Plus, Resistance to unfamiliar numbers and reports. People are, they are just sale minus cost of goods sold is equal to gross profit minus admin and selling is equal to operating income. Everybody knows that. But whenever they see that sale minus direct material, direct labor minus ABC costing, product margin, and they were quite astonished. They are unfamiliar reports with them. There is a resistance, a change. People don't like change. Plus potential misrepresentation. In order to increase your efficiency, you put 50% or 10% in first allocation and you try to minimize the cost to look good on papers. So that's why it doesn't conform with the standards, general accounting, generally accepted accounting principles, right? The two costing system may be needed. So you are making two costing systems. One is for required by law, one is that conform the ABC. So you need extra personals, extra people, extra cost, right, to do that. So here is a question, comprehensive question, that is for your outer class activity, right? So you can take a picture of this question is long, but believe me, the solution is very small because they have extra case studies and a lot of questions, unrelated things are mentioned here. So you can take a picture here and this one, and all you need to do, you need to find out the activity rates, and at the end you need to find out whether in comparison with the branches here, whether your branch is doing good or your branch is doing bad, right? It's a very simple, small answer is there because you have the activity, you multiply this with the activity rates here. First of all, first stage allocation, then second stage allocation, you find out the rates and you compare here, right? So according to your, this is the west branch and this is the home branch, you compare the cost here and then you need to suggest that whether on which cost you are doing good, on which cost you are doing bad. Simple. So I'm going to show you the answer, but you need to do it by yourself here, right? First stage allocation, and then at the end you are comparing. So your opening cost is 46.5. The home banking cost is 26.75. So you are not doing good in that one. Maybe you are opening many new accounts. There can be more application because you are spending more time on one customer. Maybe you are having new accounts, more new accounts, because opening a new account, customer needs more time, that's why your cost is higher. Or maybe your processing, for accounting, of opening account is not very good efficient. So there are different kind of stuff. Processing deposit and withdrawal is cost is 1.08 and here is 1.24. So you are doing good because your cost is less than home branch. Processing other customer transaction, they have 11.86 and you have 12.50. So you are also doing bad here. So all you can read this explanation here, but you can, this is just outer class activity. So please pause the video here, read the question, and also read the question, try to solve it by yourself, and then compare the answer here. Okay, and then read this explanation here. So that's all. So I would be uploading assignment 6 regarding the ABC costing. So remember, ABC costing is very easy. Just they are using very fancy words to the, each subject has his own terminology. So it looks scary, but it is not, right? If something is bothering you, something, is you don't understand that, please message in our WeChat group. You can message or you can email me or you can directly personal, send me a personal message. I am always available. Okay? Unless there is some kind of emergency or there is no internet here. So I can, but I will reply you maybe on the spot or maybe a little bit late, considering the current, condition. But I would definitely reply you. Okay? So the deadline is before the next class. Okay? Not during the class, before the class. Okay? So that's all for today's.
Okay.
Any question? If still you need to ask, you can ask.
Yes, sir.
Do the outer class activity. I would be sending the question in the group chat. So just try to do it, because right now everything is fresh in your mind. Try to do this just one question. It's not scary. I know the length of the question is too big, but it's not that scary. It's very easy. But when you do that, at least once you do that right now, it will be saved in your mind and you will be good to go for ABC. Yes. Any other question? Subhan, Ali, Junpyo, any?
No, sir.
Nope, all clear.
Okay. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye.